Hi, I am Sri Vadireddy, the founder and CEO of REAN Foundation. The REAN Foundation is focused on patient solutions to improve awareness and adherence to care, especially in cardiovascular care. Yeah. So a good example is why I say there's a lot of focus on access to health and health equity. What I believe is there is enough, thanks to all the foundations and philanthropies, there is access to care. What we need to do is to improve awareness, make more people seek care, and then after that, how do they adhere to care? So, for example, I may not know, I may be thinking that I'm exercising very well, eating very well, but I may not know that, cholesterol is a genetic problem. That awareness is important to seek care. And let's say you're prescribed statin to improve your situation, and then how do you remember to take those medications? So what a good example of that adherence solution that we are coming up with is a water bottle with a pill compartment. So they don't have to think about using an app or sending something in an app. They just go about consuming their medicine and drinking water. And then we automatically keep the medication adherence and hydration adherence. Likewise, there are a lot of simple but very difficult things that people are asked to do. Like, for example, if you're a heart failure patient, you're asked to take your weight every day. But it's very difficult to take your weight every day. So what if you just slept on your bed and get off your bed, or sit on a commode and your weight is taken? You're not bothered to take your weight. So we're focused on creating solutions like that to make adherence easy. Yeah, so convenience, as you said, is the key to forming habits. Unless it is extremely convenient to a point where my mind is not bothered, I am not going to try it. And unless I try it and see some value, I don't build my habits around it, right? From an equity perspective, there are various, facets of equity, right? One is affordability. So, for example, the solutions that we're talking about, we want to make them very affordable. The other equity aspect is the language barrier. For example, many solutions are built in English, but I want to be able to consume in my own language. And I may not have a phone that is capable of running an app, but I use my WhatsApp every day. So I want to be able to interact in my conversation language, get advice. I want to be able to say things like, my blood pressure today is so-and-so, and I automatically keep track of that. So our solution is geared towards equity and convenience, or if you are expressing your pain to your family member and you allow Siri to listen in, and we just record that. So you don't have to go to an app and then record your symptoms, right? So that's the combination of convenience and equity that we want to target. And obviously all this is done following the guidelines, life essential 8 principles, and so on. When I set my path to start this foundation, I don't come from any medical background. And so I thought I'll give it a try, starting with one of my acquaintances at American Heart connected me with Pat from the Health Innovation. And I have to say that I've never looked back after that, because the simplicity, the amount of work that went into structuring this information as now Life Essential 8, what I learned is that, it's not just good enough for cardiovascular health, it's the common denominator for any health. So there are other organizations now, so the framework that we used to build that, we are now applying that for maternity care and other problems. So I consider myself very fortunate to run into Pat and the Health Innovation Forum, and then the next thing is the good work that we did, and HA is a great brand, so we are working with African Heart Network, and today I just met Australian Heart Network, and it's really nice to be working with AHA. Yeah.